Hello, hello everyone. Greetings, salutations. I'm so sorry we're starting like a little bit early. Like I want to say like 15 to 20 minutes early because I told myself I was going to finish all of my errands before the stream and just one thing led to another and I don't know what happened between me waking up and doing laundry and sweeping the floor and mopping and all that good stuff of life. It just kind of dominoed effect to the point where I feel like I didn't do anything. I don't know. Do you ever have those days where, like, you write down a list, you have half of it done, and for whatever reason, like, four or five more things pop up? So I'm so sorry about that, but thankfully I did carve out like a good chunk of my day to research this lovely topic for today. So that's why I kind of wanted to start a little early to make sure that I have all of my ducks or my little goslings in a row. Hi guys, if it's your first time here on the stream, welcome to the Haunting Hour. I am your host, Mama Goose, Haunted Goose, here, and always happy to have you guys here on the stream. Just to give a quick Patreon shout out to my lovely patrons here. And technically, the Patreon isn't out yet. It's not technically launched, but I had a lovely donation a couple of weeks ago. So that is why we have a shout out. That will soon be available, possibly between July or like early July or late July, depending on how everything goes. I'm pretty excited because as a community, like we've already made an emote together, which I was super happy about, and a bunch of you guys have been giving me suggestions for future streams that you guys kind of want to see, and it makes me so excited to hop on. Now, guys, you guys are savage because I swore up and down when I did my poll over the weekend. So, in case you guys are new here, I run an Instagram poll over the weekend to see what we're going to start off the week with. It's kind of like a fun game that I like to play with my followers just to kind of see how you guys, especially Mondays, are always the like bane of my existence and a bane of many people's. So, anytime we vote, it's usually between two topics of what we're gonna like start off with for Monday, and then usually it's the second choice that ends up being our Wednesday stream. But it was pretty back and forth, but like the people who did vote for this were so sad when it came to wanting to know about like more detail about like how this even happened. So today's topic for today, in case you can't see the title, it's basically the dangers of like shoutout scams that if like you are any semblance of a streamer or and it doesn't even necessarily have to be in art. I feel like a lot of the times gaming streamers are the people who are targeted the most, but for some reason, well, I know exactly why, and we're gonna like go over kind of the specifics, but what I really wanted to, and I hope you guys enjoy this little meme that I made. Um, for whatever reason, once I got into like, and that's what's crazy. I'm such a small creator that like my red flags like pretty much go up immediately if somebody comments on my Instagram and then there's like some sort of at handle because usually that's what it is. It's like I'm not sure what the official term is, but a lot of the times creators go on to other accounts to like I guess fish for likes or um money, which is the most egregious. So I kind of wanted to go over I guess the different flavors of I wouldn't even say some of them are scams. They're just like like that's the thing. I pretty much think that a lot of like these businesses and stuff. As much as I would want to label them a scam, you do really, mm, well, I guess like the scam part would come after you give your money, but they're pretty transparent with at least what they're offering. But I at least wanted to go over on the stream of why, in a business aspect of things, it's not a good idea because I'm not a big creator by any means. I'm on a very small, very, teeny tiny corner of the internet, but I do have like kind of insight. For whatever reason, me being unemployed has been this magnet of scammy things, which I never thought like it would be that way, but I guess because I am using the internet probably more than when I was like on my 9 to 5, so I kind of see a lot of scammy behaviors being implied, and especially I know a lot of my audience are up and coming artists, teenagers. I kind of see from my analytics that I'm reaching the young folks out there. And there's a lot of terminology that these companies or these pages, really, because companies is like a pretty uh, loose term, um, but they kind of use a lot of this terminology that you would hear bigger streamers or bigger channels use, like collabs or affiliate or sponsor. Oh, another one is even ambassador. So I'm not in the corner of the internet when it comes to MLMs or pyramid schemes, or I'm not too well versed, but I do kind of understand from, I guess, a late 20s person, a lot of the times what these people are trying to do, and that is to play on your insecurities as a creator, because what they do in a lot of instances, and I'll show you guys some examples from my page, and I really do apologize if this whole video or a stream seems like I'm plugging my Instagram. I'm really not. I'm just trying to show examples from my own page because it's what I have access to, and you can see the numbers as far as what my page is. It's very small. It's hardly even at 100, but how they kind of take advantage of that and how they'll take from one post, and how they target that and then try and have you reach out to them. So we'll get into that and like I guess like the different flavors and stuff like that. But the first thing that I wanted to show you guys was kind of like the one that I feel like you guys really wanted to know about. Like you guys were like, talk more about this. How did this happen? So this is how I legit got the idea of um like to do to do this kind of stream, because this was actually not even on my art account. This was on my personal account, and it made me laugh so much because my personal account, it's not like, sure, I have some artistic things on there, but it's not like, how can I put it? There's no hashtags. Like that's why it really like I guess floored me when I was contacted by this person repeatedly. Now this is a personal account, so you'll see a pattern with a lot of these companies that they'll use kind of puppet accounts, or like, so it looks like an actual person is recommending you this tag. I'm pretty sure it's because um, uh, there is a restriction, possibly. I know it's like that with messaging, but there is a restriction possibly for spam commenting. So I'm pretty sure they use a lot of the times like puppet accounts to kind of throw off the algorithm or like throw off the numbers. So then it's kind of like they're plugging in their own um, like page without it being them. I'm sure there's a restriction there, and that's why also for they have a lot of the times you messaging them, because at that point they're not spamming creators, into contacting them. It's kind of like, well, you contacted us on your own, and that's how we started, you know, this conversation. You came to us, we didn't come to you, sort of thing. So that's something to keep in mind. Like red flag number one, we can like start off this way. If a company comments on one of your photos through a Puppet account, so how you can tell it's a Puppet account, I'll show you an example of this on my page. You click and there's literally one post or zero follows, like where you can tell like this page has no activity. This is not like a real person. It's a bot account, most likely. And if like basically it's very much like a copy and paste sort of thing. So there's no personalized message to you. There's no like, hey, I like this specific thing. A lot of the times, I hate to tell you, when there's like a comment like that of, oh, I love your work. Would you like to collab at blah, blah, blah? A lot of the times it's like a copy and pasted thing. So that can be like a red flag. If it's like basically the person who's commenting has like zero posts, zero followers, red flag number one. And red flag number two, it's that, that link or something like that is asking you to contact a separate page. So it's not the actual like company or anything commenting. It's like this person is telling you to comment or to message for a collab, because a lot of the times it's that, the actual company cannot reach out to you personally because they're spamming, most likely. Now this instance, it's not that. It's not like a puppet account or anything. It was like an actual person on my personal, not even my art Instagram, but they spammed me so much that like they gave me the idea to talk about this stuff. And it made me laugh so much because I try I tried being nice and like asking them to like please stop messaging me, but they just created another account over and over again, and kept asking me if I needed money. So that's when I started being weird and asking like if they could pay me in crystals and the souls of the damned. So if there's like a pestering element to things, just have fun. Like that's my advice. If it's something to where people are creating other accounts and trying to contact you, just have your fun, and there will be a point where they'll just, like they'll just max out off the weird. So that, yeah, that's my advice number one. If it's something where, now what I don't condone is being mean or like like using slurs, or don't punch down, because a lot of the times like these are still personal accounts and people are trying to make a living, like even if the business is not for you, and in a lot of times it's not beneficial to small creators to take these certain things. By the end of it, there is still a human being behind the keyboard, even if they are copy and pasted, even if it's something. By the end of it, it's no excuse to treat somebody poorly. Or all I'm saying is, when I say have fun, because by the end of it, you're your own advocate, and you can still draw a line in the sand without, having to like burn anybody in the process, you understand? So, still be kind, still be understanding. Be firm if it's something where somebody is relentless, because by the end of it, I feel like everyone has a space, on the internet to have a voice. And but at the same time, just don't take that as an excuse to mistreat somebody, because by the end of it, there's still somebody on the other end, if you understand, if that makes sense. So yeah, have fun, but responsibly, definitely, if you want to look at my example, of how you can be have a little fun with it, gaze upon. Like, but I do have to give it to this person that they gave me like the inspiration for the stream. So thank you, person who pestered me into responding this way, because you inspired me to talk to my audience about it. So yeah, if that's gonna be like the first kind of person that you'll probably bump into when you become any form of small creator or creator on the internet, you're most likely going to get somebody who is going to directly contact you for like kind of a business opportunity, but just be careful. Like just practice, some form of common sense that unless they have credentials or a history of working with other artists, definitely if someone personally wants to collab with you, make sure that they have a track record of some sort, especially if you're a small creator, because you don't have the amount of traction or history yourself. Um, and the internet, in and of itself, it's a little volatile pretty easily, and people take sides. And if it's something like where somebody doesn't have your best interests at heart, and especially when money is involved, just make sure that it's from a credible source, and it's something like where you can trace back, and like definitely don't throw in your money with somebody that like doesn't at least have credible sources that have worked with them before. I have not personally collabed with anybody on the internet, but when I've done it in person, there was never really money involved. So if this creator is reaching out to you and kind of love bombing, which is what we're going to like talk about next, like this is going to be like the second part. Like the second one I feel is much less egregious because it's more out of attention, but this one is strictly about money. So if somebody's going onto your personal account or your art account or anything and money is being talked about, that's when you need to really put on like a stricter code of, okay, like what is um, this person's history, track record, other creators that they've gone through. And hey, I'm the first to say that I'm pretty green myself, especially when it comes to the internet, and I really don't have much of a history to even offer people. And that's why, for me, money is like the last thing that I would ever want to talk about when it comes to like other collabing with other creators, because I can't throw down, man. Like, I don't have those numbers, I don't have that audience, and especially I don't have those promotions, affiliates, anything to offer. So, who am I to like talk to a fellow creator about money or offering money or anything like that? Don't feel, especially like in a creative space, like, and the times that we're living in right now with quarantine and stuff like that. Don't be afraid to ask the hard questions, and don't feel like just because you're an artist and just because you're in a creative field that you don't have a right to earn money, and keep the money that you have. So rant over on that one. So yeah, if somebody points out that you're an artist and that you need money, like, don't have fun with it. Just have fun with it. So next one, I'm just gonna click on over here. Oh wait, we're almost gonna get to this. The second one. So our second type of now I want to say this isn't so much a scam. I feel like this falls under more of the umbrella of like etiquette. Like, guys, don't be this person. Like, please don't. So, a lot of why I included this, and I especially scratched out their name, is because they are an art account, but they're also an art account that's affiliated with or like working under a type of streaming promotion service, but they are in it of a, like, they are their own art account. So it's kind of like an art account that also works with a streaming service. or a streaming promotion service, but it's still like on me to like not like blast them out. But what I don't like about this is it's kind of phishing. I guess like that's like the best term I can use. So what this person did was that they went onto my art account and they loved bombed my posts. So what that means is that basically they went through all of my posts and then like. And then on the very last one that they liked, they put this comment. Hello friend, your contents are really great. Check out my account. I hope you will like my artworks too. No, don't do that at all. Like, if anything, like, and especially with the artist, hashtag artists support artists, no. That hashtag is used within your own account. Like, I'm not one to like rip off like what somebody can or cannot post, but don't abuse that hashtag, especially like it's not to promote yourself, bro. Like, I don't mean to sound snooty or like gatekeeping on what you can or can't post with your hashtag, but use that hashtag to uplift others, not yourself. And especially in this very arrogant, um, like hand over fist way of being like, well, I liked your stuff, so aren't you gonna like mine? Absolutely not. You know, you just get this. You get me talking about you on on my stream because and please don't like look for this comment on my post or anything. If anything, probably, you know what? Let me just do that right now. I will delete it from uh, and I believe I remember what post it was also. Let me just do that really quick. Uh, so then you guys don't, I at least want to be that responsible where you guys don't look for this person or, um, I'm just going to do that really quick because that is the last thing I would want. Um, but yeah, definitely don't do this sort of thing because what you're going to end up doing is kind of like it seems like you're twisting the person's arm to have your stuff be looked at. And if your art is good, which that's what was a shame about this, like I saw their page and they are talented and but it just puts like a bad taste in your mouth when you read it because oh, now it's not that you liked my stuff, it was about like, you know, that you just wanted me to look at your stuff, you know? Like it stops being organic and I don't know, kind of grinds my gears. I'm not going to lie. Like it's something that I feel if your art is good and this is like kind of what I want to say to that person. Um I'm really trying to like find it uh so then like if I'm pausing on my comments it's because I'm trying to find it so then I can delete it so then nobody can like do do do. Man. Oh, thank goodness I don't have that many posts. Uh, but yeah, it's basically that. Like, don't do that. Don't fish for compliments. It's your art's fine. Like, don't let your art speak for itself, and don't. I understand because I fall into that trap too. Where if you look at your numbers for too long, you're just like, oh, I should be doing better. I should be, but you don't want to be the person who is going to other people's pages. And I've seen this even with streamers where a lot of streamers will go to their own, to like other people's streams and ask to be followed and stuff. And oh, if you like so and so, you should go and watch my stream. And no, like that's awful. That person worked hard. Now, like what's crazy is that like my stuff, honestly, if you like it, if you don't, like you are very much entitled to your opinion. And I do a lot of like my stuff because I love doing it, you know? I I genuinely really love art and it's something that I kind of want to do. Oh, okay, here it is. Oh, thank God. Okay. Okay, awesome. I deleted it. I don't like deleting comments, but since I am talking about it on my stream, I would not want somebody to like hear my stream and then go directly to my comments. So I did delete it, and it's not something that I like to do particularly, but if it's gonna protect their identity and like safety and stuff, that's more important. So I should have thought of that before. I apologize, but at least as of me talking right now, now the comment is deleted. So hopefully, no ill will or bad. And sometimes it's an honest mistake, which I completely understand. Sometimes when you're an up and coming artist and you want that traction and you want people to look at your stuff. Um and I completely understand that. Like I've been on that other side of the coin before where, but you do that through organic means. Don't do it by doing this. This will just get you a reputation of seeking attention instead of having your art, speak for itself. Because it will, like you will find your audience, you will find people because this sort of thing, like it's the same as a follow for a follow. Do not, like, you know why? Because what that feeds is the lack of content and like basically like sure you'll get a flood of likes and stuff but people who don't genuinely care or like your content, and that's not like a space that you want to be in. Like find your tribe, find people who like you for you, you know and eventually you'll get there. It'll take time, it'll take work. Do things like competitions, challenges, use artists, support artists to uplift other people. Like, even if it was something like I would rather an artist like come to me personally and be like, "Hey, I'm struggling. Do you mind if you give me a shout out, on your page?" And if your work and your content aligns with mine, and what I mean by that, it's like I don't post like non-safe for work. I don't post gore. Like there's certain like things that are on my page that I have certain, like standards and stuff, like, for my content. So, yeah, I don't see like why we can't like work something out, but not this, not this. I'm sorry if I went on a tangent, but what we all came here to see, and that is the receipts. So, basically, I kind of, this is what I did where, I reached out to. So I'm gonna see if I can like click here on. Let me see. Can I click onto my page? See, like this is why I'm a little already. So okay, there it is. Yay. If anything, you know what? Let me just put this over here. Please stare at Pooh Bear while I sort through this out. That way you guys don't have to like see any of my nonsense. Um, do do do. So what we're gonna do is look at a specific post. Let me see, let me see. Ba-ba-bum. Please enjoy this elevator music. Um, I'm just trying to see like a specific one. Okay, perfect. So, let me see if it, oh, okay, there we go. All right, so the first thing Let me see. Boop. Alrighty. Hopefully you guys like that little meme I made. Alrighty. So this is from one of my posts. As you can see, one of the comments here is promoted on Universal Streamers, which honestly it sounds like a legit thing. Um, but what's funny about it is I started getting especially um, these kinds of comments once I started using this hashtag, hashtag Twitch, hashtag Twitch streamer. So you'll see, depending on your, and that's how they get you. That's how they find you. Um, like contrary to the belief that like they actually saw your content and scouted your content and reached out to your specific account because of your style or because they genuinely want to collab with you, it's more of a numbers game, unfortunately. Like I hate to break it to you, but it's solely because of your hashtag, and because your post fell under that. They follow that hashtag, so that's how they scout you out. um, and then that's how they kind of copy paste these comments. And if you kind of rewind to like what I said earlier about puppet accounts, this is one of those puppet accounts because like once you hover over, this person doesn't have any posts, no followers, nothing. Um, and I can probably pull out like let's say like another example, probably with let's stick to universal streamers. So like that's, and I have no problem shouting these people out because these are number one puppet accounts. So there's like there's no, it's not like the other accounts where they're actual, like I can see that they're people with friends and like personal posts and art and stuff, and there's like a possible Facebook attached to them. Like these are literally like robots, and also like these, I at least feel comfortable spreading the awareness of these specific accounts because that's like basically what they advertise themselves to be. And also I don't want any like false information to be spread about these sort of companies because they kind of lure you in into this little song and dance up until they kind of hook you with an ultimatum of some sort of like, they give you all of the good stuff, but then they leave the price out up until the last minute. And you're going to see that, especially where a lot of the conversations that I have with these kind of pages, they don't answer any of my questions, and they go straight into like, you're going to pay me now, right? Like it's very similar to the meme. Like it's very much like I'm reading these like comments like what are they talking about? They're saying how much they love my art and oh it's the most amazing thing, and then 2 seconds into me asking about for real questions. So I at least want to show you guys how to handle that sort of thing. And also I have some information from one of my friends to never type yes, even especially when they ask you roundabout questions about information, because there are known accounts. I'm not saying these that I'm mentioning, but there are known accounts who, once you type yes, they'll make a post on their page and then kind of throw it back at you saying, well, I made the post, so you should pay me, right? There are accounts that do that. So by no means, like if you take anything from this stream, do not type yes at any point in your uh, like conversations with this account, and especially don't send them money because by the end of it, whatever conversations you have, they don't really have anything on you. But at least to make you feel better, or that like you kind of have uh, like reins on the conversation, just because there are real legitimate collab and affiliate programs and people who do work with smaller streamers. It's just I at least want to give out the information because a lot of people fall into this, and it's not because they're dumb, it's not because they don't have common sense. It's just that the information is not talked about. It's something where people take for granted that they have people in their lives who have fallen for this sort of thing, and like and as a streamer, I completely understand. I understand how tempting it is, like to look at a page that has 100K followers or whose videos get 140,000 views. But I'm here to tell you that those views more often than not are bought by the actual page and have no engagement. So if you notice on a lot of those pages, they don't have comments. And sure, they have likes and follows, but who's to say they're not puppet accounts? Who's to say that they're not bought in some way? Like, when there's no comments and there's no engagement, there's no audience. There's no people tagging each other, in something that they see. Half of the things and memes that I know about, it's because my friends tag me in it. So we're going to go over that. So, alrighty. So that's one example of a puppet account. So let's go through, and it is. I completely understand the argument, especially on my channel, like where it's like, wow, you're going over information that's literally common sense, but in a lot of ways, it's not even about common sense and stuff. It's a lot of the times how they word things. It's about anyone who is kind of um, in the streaming scene or things like that. I can completely understand how you can be tempted to spend. And sometimes, like, they lowball it. They're just like, well, if you just pay us $20, if you just pay us $5, um, we'll shout you out, we'll promote you. And those numbers, look tempting. They do, especially when you look at the first couple of like posts and stuff. But I'm here to tell you, it's a lot of the times they're not. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to find another one kind of similar to kind of show you that whole. Let's see. Alrighty. So this one. Let me see if. Okay. So this one is from another account where we'll probably look at. Okay. So this one's from another post. Again, same thing. So then I can show you guys it's Twitch, hashtag Twitch streamer. And then here we have OP streamers, right? And what a quinky dink. Like, yet another, like, no post, zero following. And by the way, like this account, like it's like they're really doing their job because like I've gotten a couple of comments and stuff from that user. So yeah, at least from uh that should be at least a red flag if like literally all that account is just like here's another one. I just kind of want to drive it home in case people are just like, well, that's just one example. So here's another one. Da, da, da. This one actually, I'm kind of curious because I did contact them. Like, I'm, I have a question mark unless maybe they comment as soon as like I'm streaming this, but I haven't heard anything from them. I contacted them. It's super funny because I kind of took a risk as far as like reaching out to them. So that was the conversations that basically I had. I did. I took a bullet for you guys. First advice, basically, if you see something like this, just don't contact them. Obviously, I could have saved you guys like a whole. I'm sure you guys are like screaming at me, like from the other end of being like just block them, just erase them. But the point is that there's some people, there's there's a side of me that is compassionate to the people who want to give this sort of thing a chance. I get it. Like, there's somebody out there, and I know it because I've had this conversation, and I want to show compassion to those people of why this is a bad idea. It's not about the money, and it's not about like, it's literally like you are burning that $20. You might as well just take that $20 and set it on fire, because like, please put that $20 on like a better mic set, like a better like streaming service. I don't even know, a better I don't know, membership to like Photoshop. I don't know. Like, just literally put it anywhere but into these people's wallets, because it's burning up your money. And I shall show you what I mean in but a second, because the conversations got real. I contacted these people to kind of simulate, like, those of you out there who have done such a thing. Um, my first, honestly, like my first reaction, at least to some people, I feel like this account specifically was pretty nice. Like, let me see. They contacted me a couple of times. What's fishy about them is that they have um like two accounts. So there's one, I'm assuming that um I'm guessing one is specific to uh like an affiliate program. So if anyone is not familiar, affiliate programs are basically where, oh, just in case you guys can't see, this is like my specific Haunted Goose Instagram. So I basically messaged all of the people who were just like, hey, contact us for a promotion. So I was just like, you know what, followers, I shall do, we're going to do this stream, and I might as well take the bullet and message these people, which honestly, like, good on them, because they answered me within minutes, which I don't, which isn't hard, because it's like a lot of them, they're like copy paste answers, but follow me down the rabbit hole as far as this, so at least you guys get to see the steps for anyone who's like, yes, this is totally worth my money. No, no, it's not. I shall prove it to you. So this, at least affiliate program, seems pretty nice in the sense that they offer an email. So, which is awesome. They have an email, they have a website. So on on the surface, I could see this at least being a potentially good one. Like, where they have an affiliate program. So, affiliate program, for anyone who doesn't know, is basically where they have like basically merch, and you promote their merch on your streams, on your Instagram, and basically when people buy the merch, you get a percentage of that for like advertising. Now, the danger of this, it comes into two like basically sections, is that basically like I messaged them being like, "Hey, so can I learn more about the affiliate program?" So the caveat is, number one, you actually have to buy the merch. Now, as I am an artist who does not show their face, as I wish to remain a haunted goose. Like, what if I show my face? It kind of like breaks the fourth wall. um, but basically, you have to buy the merch, and the second part of it is that I, as a small creator of, especially on my streams, I am, even though we are 21 strong as of this recording, which I'm super excited about, and I'm super happy because I really want to hit that 50, just so then we can have emotes. That's really all I want. I just want the ability to provide my chat with emotes. Like, that is my dream. That is my foreseeable dream. I'm prepping it, but um off tangent. Um so I cannot, like, let's say out of my 21 subscribers or my 81 followers or whatever that I would have, I won't really see my money back. Even if like I buy the cheapest thing like on there, it won't happen. So basically what I told them was like, and what I least like about this is that they're very specific with um, their affiliate. So it's kind of like what they're providing, the discount, the codes. Um, they'll even offer like your personalized logo like on the merch and stuff like that. Um, Now, my thing was that like I don't show my face, and there was like no reason for me to buy merch if I don't show my face. So, like the only thing I can think of that would work would be like I would have a picture of the product, I would doodle over it, and then I could advertise it that way. But again, I'm small, and purchasing something just won't be um like foreseeable, especially with a lot of the perks that they have here. I feel like they would work for like bigger channels and like with a bigger following to be interested in the merch. Also, to something to think about in and of itself, it's kind of if you're going to like even have your own merch in the future, it could be a possible like shot in the foot because it's kind of competing against your own merch. And also, if you've never worked with the company before, you don't know what you have no control over the quality. So if one of your followers, let's say, gets a, I'm not saying sovereign, I'm not saying that you provide um, a bad quality of goods. I'm sure your goods are just fine. Don't come at me now. But it's something to further research because a lot of the times people look at the dollar signs and look at the easiness of like, hey, if I just show this picture, if I attach my name to this thing, you're kind of throwing your audience to something that you don't have experience with, and also that you can't ensure the quality. And in and of itself, you're advertising for something that you don't know about. So be careful. Just do your research. Ask other creators that have worked with this company before. And just be careful because you don't want to associate yourself with, especially if you're an art, and I'm really talking to my art creators. Gamers, I feel they have more leeway when it comes to working with companies like this because at least they can kind of give the excuse of, well, I'm a gamer. By the end of it, I have my own thing, and gaming is my style and my thing. But as an artist, once you start with logo creating, with putting your image, like your artistic image, onto other things, you in a way are giving your creative stamp on something that you don't have control over, and especially your intellectual property. Who's to say that once you kind of negate everything and be like, hey, I don't want to work with you guys anymore, who's to say that how many of your products or anything like that they'll sell on the side? Or I'm not saying that that would happen, but these are questions to ask. So, but yeah, this one, at least out of all of them, like doesn't seem that bad. At least the details and stuff. It's just something to think about. Again, all of like what I'm saying are potential risks. I'm not saying that this company or anything has given bad merch or anything. It's just a lot of the times artists get very excited at the potential of making merch and making stuff. Oh, hello. Hi, Spee. Oh, absolutely, Spee. Please, anyone who's listening to this stream, please donate your rupees to the Spee Foundation, accepting all forms of credit. How are you doing, Spee? I'm glad you got here at the perfect time. Honestly, no, and it's so funny because I cannot tell you, speed like the amount of like how can I put this? Like not companies, but pages that reached out to me for a collab because of your memes. So thank you for honestly, you sponsored half of this stream because I wouldn't have found any of these pages if it wasn't for your like spicy memes, basically. Um, like it's pretty funny just because like I did not expect to get at least this many yeah, basically. Like I would not doubt that, especially like look at the amount of I want to say like all this see look what I do for you guys. Look, this is the amount of research that I do so then people are safe even though I know I hear you guys' voice like literally in my head being like Mama Goose, like why are you telling us this? It is common sense that you delete these things and you never look back. However, there are my little goslings who are in their teen years. I am the mama goose who wishes to like provide the content and the spicy takes of all of the I'm telling you, I had some followers reach out to me and be like, "Oh, I was thinking of just spending the 20 bucks and getting like a shout out from like 1K cuz they look at the numbers, especially nowadays that everyone is on the TikToks and Instagrams and I get it. I get it. Like you're better off like taking that money and giving it to Spee. Give it to Spee for he will give you the spicy memes so then you will get all of the comments and engagement. How you doing, Spee? I hope you are doing well. Oh, I like that emote with the flamey hand. Oh, I like that a lot. That's so funny. Oh man, Spee. I did. Oh geez, it was. Uh, oh good. I'm doing great. I went to the beach this weekend and we looked at crystal hermit crabs, which were adorable. If you don't think that that will inspire me to make some sort of um, crystal hermit crab type thing, I will do it. But it was so cute. And what else did we do? I feel like we did a million things and I just can't. I'm like at a loss. Are you enjoying? Please tell me you're in a relaxed phase of life and that it's not too crazy. Just because I know you've been a little stressed these past couple of days. Um, but yeah, at least for me, oh my gosh, like let me see. Actually, now as you're going to tell me this, let me pull up. Oh, really? Are you still taking care of the sick trees and stuff? Like from. Oh, wait, let me just put up this spicy meme as I look through the messages to make sure I pull up the right one. Oh no, what's going on? Talk to me, talk to me. Is it, what's going on? The trees are taken care of. They are no more. Okay, wait, I'm gonna. Oh, this one's the funniest one. Yeah, this one's perfect. You came at the perfect time. Oh, I understand. Oh, I completely understand. How? Oh boy. I know. It's one of those things where is it like is it more of like you've never drawn it before and so you're just like trying to draw it from memory or it's like oh, cuz buddy, I've been there. Like at least especially sometimes I just need to like do like kind of have like some sort of jumble on like Fire Alpaca and just take a bunch of photos and like crop them and kind of get some semblance of it and then digitally draw it and then I can like physically draw it. Also, like I finally found like the perfect like pencil like to finally not tear my paper to shreds. Ooh, that's fun. Oh my gosh, God bless you. Oh my gosh. But it's okay. You can do it. I believe in you. Like, I know it's going to take a little bit, but you just got to persevere and just kick its butt. Like, it's going to take some practice, but I know you can do it. By the end of it, yeah, cuz you're Dobby like drawing Slade, man. It's just I hate to say it and it's the most cliche advice of life. But what I can do for you now is make you laugh with this post. So I will share the post. So this account, God bless whoever is making this account had how can I explain like the amount of puppet accounts that like I want to say an army's worth of puppet accounts because this was the one that I probably wanted to contact last. Like I started contacting um like a lot of the accounts possibly by Friday. Like once I kind of saw like a lot of the votes coming in, like leaning towards the stream, because I swore you guys were gonna like vote for like the Bob Ross one, and I was like, oh okay, I'm gonna like prep the Bob Ross tutorial, and then I saw it like kind of slant towards like talking about the scammy accounts, and I was just like, oh crap, I gotta start contacting these people to at least have some stuff, which I got like a pretty good chunk. I'm kind of happy. But this one was the one that I was the most hesitant to contact because of how many puppet accounts like this one Titan Streamers Club had. Like where it's like literally like puppet account after puppet account. So I was like, okay, this one's gonna be kind of like my final boss battle to like, you know, um now what's funny about this conversation um, is how much like the person dodged every single question that I had. Like just like it's almost like I was talking to a wall. So basically what I say here, it's like I just want the details of the promotion and is it okay um that I'm an art streamer because a lot of and it's good to look at the account and like kind of see what audience that they kind of lean towards and they said, are you interested in a shout out? Now, this is one of those instances that I was telling you guys about. Do not say yes by any means. Do not say yes because this is the type of thing that people fall for. The moment that they say yes, the person or the fake account or whatever can make a post and say, well, you owe me money now. And that's how they like scam you in a way. So what you say is instead is that you say not yet. Say that like you just want to hear more information. Like if you're still kind of sold on the idea that you want to shout out for whatever reason, which I respect. I respect this choice, but at least do it in a way that you're not going to be like twisted and manipulated into giving your money until you're ready, I guess. And especially when like I don't advocate to promote this way at all because if you look at the pages and the analytics, there's no engagement other than views, which can be bought, believe it or not. And the same where a lot of these likes and follows could be their puppet accounts. So like the same accounts that you saw where they have zero followers and zero likes and zero posts. Like it could be them just refollowing you and reliking you, but allegedly. Um, so never say yes because you can be like kind of cornered into like that scenario. So just say, or, just to keep the conversation going, just say that you're interested in a post in the future. I kind of used my excuse of like launching my Patreon in a month. So that's why I said like I'm kind of looking for affiliates or things like that in the future. And this is where you can actually ask for more information about it, and if they answer like so, which is obviously a copy paste promotion, you're in trouble, because by the end of it, all of this is like a pay to play. They don't care about your content. They just want your money. And especially for an art channel, and this is why I want to especially speak to my younger art audience. If you're promoting on a page that is not going to speak to your audience, um, it's throwing your money away. And that's why, especially for my younger audience, that it is like, I just want you to look at these prices, right? What can you buy for $17? What can you buy for $24, 34, 44, all that stuff? That even my puppy agrees. If you can hear him in the background, he is advocating for your money. But think of those things, and would you be willing to give that up for a channel or a page that predominantly like targets gamers? Now, if you are an art channel that maybe draws content, yeah, he's telling us. He's advocating for your $20. And or he's telling also that like the mailman is here. Sometimes we get like the electrical wire and stuff installed in the back. So a lot of houses where I live, they run off gas and stuff. So sometimes they like basically switch the tanks in the middle of the day. He is, but he's a vocal. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'll probably mute the mic for a second. Let me see. I just don't want anybody to. Oh no. Wait, just one second. Okay, I think he. Okay, I think we're good. Oh no, never mind. He picked back. Oh my gosh. Well, if anything, probably I'll title it co-host. He is. You know what? It's because he's upset by. Oh yay! Okay, he is. He's trying to get my attention. He's like, "Mom, don't you hear this atrocity?" I apologize, guys. But anyway, yeah. So just think about, and there's some people that's like, "Hey, I'm willing to pay that 17, that 24 for some engagement," and just at least put it in a place where your content can be appreciated. That's basically my main thing. Where if you're gonna make the decision, make it responsibly and do it in a space that's going to like appreciate it. Um, and you can totally make this work. Like I can think of a scenario where, like, let's say you make some killer, let's say Resident Evil like fan art, and you promote it on a gaming page, that can probably get you some traction, like at least hopefully, to people who like your style and like it, but aim it towards a channel or a page that you see some sort of, how can I put it, like personality behind it, some like when you look at it, it's not just like an onslaught of, and that's another thing, like a lot of the time, since it is a pay to play, like pay to like have it like there, your stuff is most likely going to be like flooded or like basically like buried under more content within a couple of hours, because really like the only thing that is like really a prerequisite is basically money. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But what was cool is, at least about this deal, is that they'll promote my Instagram and my Twitch. So it's not like a separate thing. There were other people that wanted like basically double um to like separately. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Just give me 1 second to like, because I feel like he's like a little stressed out. So let me just check on my puppy. 1 second. I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, it was like the gas tank people. Yes, Baba, come in, come in, come in here. Yes, yeah. Now he's calm. Now we're good. He's just gonna like sniff snuff a little bit. You can probably hear his little sniffs. Um, no need to mute, Doc. Thank you. He just gets a little stressed out because he's like trying to find me. He sees like there's like strange people outside, and he's like, "Oh my gosh, mom, please, alert, alert!" So hopefully, I can give him snuggles. Yeah, you want snuggles? Yeah. So you'll probably hear him sniff snuff on the thing. But anyway, he was very. I apologize. Yes, we're all good. We're all safe. We're away from the window. Now the gas people can like work. Oh my gosh. But what's really nice is the gas people in our neighborhood, they're really, really nice. And sometimes they like stand by the window to in his in like basically his little playroom and stuff. Not creepily at our house. It's more like he has like a little play area outside. Don't feel like it's because they're looking inside our house. Like that one time I think on the stream where I think I mentioned one of the neighborhood kids like looked in our window. Like I promised like they're not doing that. It was just that one little neighbor who's like 3 years old who's adorable. And tries to look for our puppy. But yeah, if you hear any snuffles or adorable scritchy scratchy noises, it's just gonna be him. He's just gonna like calm down for a little bit. So just because usually I give him like little bones and stuff, but those ran out, so it's okay. Now he has scritchy scratchies. But yeah, so back to that. Um, so yeah, basically what's funny is that like they gave me the promo package prices, and then I was like, "Oh, thanks for the information. I'll take it into consideration after my Patreon launch." So, since I've had a couple of offers, but I really appreciate you reaching out. And what's funny is like they were just like, "Oh, a special offer for you, $25." So they took like a $10 discount out of it. And then what's funny is that like straight after that, they're just like, "So, do you want to like pay me in Venmo, Cash App, PayPal?" And I was like, "No, but I'll keep in contact, I guess." So, with Cash App and PayPal, guys, this is something that you please, 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 please hear me out. A lot of the times when you give direct payment, it cannot be refunded. So be careful, especially if they tell you for PayPal that like to pay you as a family or friend because then they don't have to. Basically, when you send money through PayPal as a friend or family member, PayPal won't take out a service charge. I only know this because I've only done this once, and I was I was very very lucky that the person did not rip me off. It was like shout out to um, Blob Studio Art because like they were very professional, and it was because their company was going through a transition, and they were super amazing with sending my product and being very sweet and understanding with our move, and they send the package basically to like our new address. They were super awesome, and but it's not really something that I recommend doing this with somebody you don't know or somebody who has like a legit service like this. Definitely very suspicious, especially that they have usually companies, I'm not saying always, but usually um, they have like one form of payment or at max two. But if this person is like giving you kind of fishy. Not saying that it's not possible. I am sure there are plenty of companies that have all three forms of payment like active, but it's a little suspicious that it's a little like Mm, no. Like, especially if it's something that you do want to talk about or are considering, talk about refunds. Like, if it's something that's like, well, it sounds like a good deal, whatever, talk about how you would go about issuing a refund if you're not happy with the product or anything. And also, before they make the post, at least see um, like what the post is going to look like, or if their posts, especially for art, believe it or not, a lot of the times, even with promotions, they crop it a certain way that's not flattering, or when you send a file or something like that, just be careful. And then I want to say, I'm just gonna like find this one. Yeah, do you feel better? Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm like babying my dog now. Yes, he agrees with all of these statements. Um, let me see. Oh, okay. So this one I wanted to leave last because it's going to give kind of an outline of important questions to ask. So a lot of the times I've fallen into this trap also, where as an artist you kind of feel like a giant fraud and you're super excited for any attention that anyone would ever give you because you're just like, wow, me, you chose me, I'm the special one. um, but you need to be very suspicious and also ask the right questions. And this one I especially contacted and listed all of them, so then you guys can kind of see um, what wait 1 second, cuz yes, Baba, yes, there. um you can kind of see what questions to ask. A lot of the times, like, people kind of take a promotion or affiliate at face value, and even if it means like paying out, I completely understand the thought process of being like, well, it's just an investment. It's an investment, but you need to know what you're getting your money's worth, right? So it's one thing paying $7 or $17 for something, but you at least should know what you're gonna get out of it. So these are some good questions to ask. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's the thing. Like, I have that thought process too. Um, but there are people who look at something like this, and this is where I want to show compassion and show understanding for people who want to get bigger and promote their art, because I've been there. I've fallen into that thing of being like, "Hey, it's like advertisement. What difference would it be if, and this is who I'm talking to. Like, I completely understand if you're the type of person of being like, "Hey, it's a scam, click away." And I am that person also. I But there's younger people, or even if you're like me, like where you're in your late 20s, um like it, especially with like the words collab and affiliate, because the or ambassador, for those three words, for me it's like that makes me feel like it's a job, or it's like, hey, you guys want to work with my work or something, because it's kind of like you're combining. Shout out in a lot of ways is kind of like, whatever, but a lot of these companies, and especially with, like, very similarly to Sovereign or to Array Gaming, even, they, yeah, right? It's true. Like, and that's what ambassadors. Yeah, I agree. Like, it does. It sounds super awesome, because that's what it turns into, because you're falling into this. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh. How does he always find? He always buries his bones like where he does not need to. All right, Bubba. Did you get your bone? Yeah, you found it. Okay, good boy. He he buries his bones in the boxes like that, like we've deconstructed through the move. Okay, Bubba, go get your bone. Good boy. Alrighty, he found his bone and he's appeased. He like he hides his bones in the deconstructed boxes that that we've had, um because recycling in Okinawa is a process. So we have to, like, basically, like, almost recycle the boxes pieces by pieces, because we can't. It's not like a random dumpster out there. It's like you have to get like special bags and blah blah blah. Anyway, anywho, hoozles. Right. So ambassador. Funny enough, a lot of the times what that means is that you are promoting the product on behalf of. So affiliate means that you are directing your followers to a product. A lot of the times it's a t-shirt, a hat, blah blah blah. And you get a percentage of that, money being spent. So, like, let's say 25%, 30% for trafficking your followers. So I don't really recommend affiliate programs unless you have a following of at least like in the hundreds or something, because then by the end of it you'll see some sort of like money coming back to you. If not, you're basically doing like free promotion. Um and tying your name to something that, you don't know the quality of, number one. Number two, ambassador is basically you are promoting that product directly onto your channel, and you're speaking on behalf of the product as if you are selling it yourself. So it's not that you're necessarily like giving a link and like people buying it and then you get a percentage out of it. It's basically like you're actively promoting it on your channel. So it's kind of like you make posts, like permanent posts, by the way, that have like a date, a time, and like proof that you are making a certain quota. Like, trust me, because I like kind of looked it up and stuff, and you need to leave it up there to be paid or anything like that for a certain amount of time, and it also needs certain amount of engagement. So it's not only that you leave it up there, but it's also that you get some sort of either in likes or in comments, something like that, where it's kind of, or there's also a certain thing where it's like measuring, um, traffic onto that. But yeah, I do like the name ambassador. Ambassador. And those are the two. And then collab is another one. Collab, I don't like when people use it, because for me, that's the one that gets me excited, because I'm just like, oh my god. So we're like creatively like working together and like promoting each other. And that's not what's happening. Like, a lot of the times it's like you are the underdog in the relationship, because the person is going to ask something of you, like this, which is money. You're basically shelling out something on your end, um, and then possibly not getting anything in return, you know? So, a collab in a lot of ways, it should be treated like a partnership for a specific project. And this is like what um, especially if you're gonna work with other artists. I've never personally done like an online collab before, like for video or projects or anything. I have done personal collabs, like in art and stuff, and you need to have everything in black and white of what you're expected with the other person, because if not, it gets really messy really fast. And trust me, bridges can be burned pretty easily because your expectation and the other person's style or expectation can be vastly different, and you'll end up with a like pretty um like rocky relationship if you don't outline what it is that you're expecting from the other person. So whether that's a shout out, whether that is a specific mention, especially when it comes to art and your artwork, um, just be careful with who you collab with, and for like what extent, because in a lot of ways, like a lot of people will use that as an excuse in the long run to even kind of take ownership of uh, like certain relationships that you have. So just be careful. Like just be careful, um, especially if your platforms and stuff are different. And like I'm trying not to be biased because like I've had wonderful collaborations like artistically. It's just it's mostly like I've heard from other people who've had very good and very bad collabs, and the bad collabs get messy and get very I don't like to use the word toxic because I feel it's thrown around a lot, but I feel in a community where like we're trying to like kind of, I don't know, like in a way that's why I like the art community, because we kind of band together and joke around and it's a good time, and especially we're all just trying to like express ourselves in some way. Like it's a shame when you try and work with somebody and then there's like a clash and then you get like followers involved. It's drama. And oh my gosh, especially if you're man, if you're following like the art community now of all times, there is so much drama going on, and we don't have to talk about it because it's all over the internet. If it's something that like you guys are keeping up to speed, I had one follower ask me for like my input on it, and it's just a lot, so I just don't like I would probably have to dedicate a whole stream, but basically, so then you guys know what I'm hinting at. It's like an art commentary channel that's like recently come onto fire and blah blah blah. Um and like I'll be happy to talk about it on one stream, but like information is still coming out, so it's not something that I'm comfortable with speaking about at the moment. Especially I'm fairly new to the platform, and I don't know. Like, there's a lot of names being thrown around, and like, just in case like you guys don't know, I'm talking about like Creepshow Art and like her recent debacle with Lolcow Farms and like all that stuff. Now, I don't know, man. Like, I've followed a lot of the creators involved in the drama like for a while, and it's getting crazy, but I don't want to give. Yeah. Yes, exactly. No, it is. It's like, oh, look, he's found another friend. Sorry, you guys. I tried. Um but it's it's just something that like since like new information is coming out, I don't feel comfortable commenting on it. It's like one of those things. Like I've had some of my followers reach out to me and be like, "Oh my gosh, cover this, cover that," but like I just don't feel comfortable yet because it's like all of this information is coming out. So yeah, I shall continue to live under the rock until probably like a couple of weeks pass of everything coming out. And then I'll be happy to give you guys all of that stuff. Oh no, you're fine. Oh yay! I'm so happy. I'm happy that you were able to join. And actually, I need to like log off. Oh my gosh, it's 3. Okay, because the post office closes at 4:30, and I need to go to the post office. So thank you guys so much. I'm so sorry to end on that note. I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day. Please stay safe out there. I know it's like a little bit of a crazy time now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys have any questions or concerns about the stream or any comments or anything, always like be free to reach out to my Instagram because I'm always checking out all the stuff there. I'll be updating you guys for Wednesday's stream just because I know some of you guys were really rooting for that Bob Ross tutorial too. So that's definitely going to happen on Wednesday. It's just this specific one was like voted for Monday. So I'll keep you guys updated tomorrow on which tutorial I'll probably be following. Uh, so then if you guys want to follow along, you can follow along. I'll most likely have to do like a mini version of it because uh, I have like a small space for my camera. So we'll look at some adjusting for there. So I'll keep you guys updated with that. Thank you guys so much as always, and I'll catch you guys on the next stream. Bye!